Hi, my name's Katherine and I'm a store manager for Holland Barrett. Today I am joined by Dr. Angela Sharma and we're here to talk about perimenopause.
Yeah, hi Katherine, thanks for having me here.
You're welcome.
I'm a GP and I've been a GP for 21 years in London. I'm also a British Menopause Society trained menopause specialist and also a clinical sexologist.
How would you tell us a little bit more about what perimenopause is?
So perimenopause is that transition that takes you to when your symptoms start to the end of your periods, like when you have your last period. When you've not had your period for 12 months, then you're in the menopause. And then everything before that, retrospectively, is termed your perimenopause.
I started perimenopause I would say I was sort of late 30s. For your experience, what about yourself?
So I started my menopause at 48. So for me, even at 48, I was a bit of a shock because I was expecting it much later.
Yes.
But most women usually go through the perimenopause around the age of 50, 51. However, there are some women that will start a little bit earlier, and about 1 in 10 women will go through the perimenopause between the ages of 40 and 45, and about 1 in 100 actually below the age of 40, like yourself.
So the symptoms for perimenopause for myself started with mood swings, I would say, that got diagnosed as depression or anxiety. That was my main symptom. So for yourself, what would you say your main symptom was?
I was always second guessing all the decisions. I find it really hard to make a decision. And I misdiagnosed myself. You know, being a doctor, I actually felt that I was depressed and I thought maybe it was because of stress at work. And eventually when the severe symptoms started, so I then had hot flushes and poor sleep, and it was that really impacted me at work, and I had brain fog.
Do you find that people from different backgrounds and ethnic minorities deal with their symptoms in a different way?
Women from Afro-Caribbean backgrounds, they have much longer perimenopauses, and they have actually much more severe symptoms, and hot flushes are the main symptom that they have. And then women from my background, from South Asian cultures, you know, it's something that they tend not to sort of describe a lot of symptoms, but the thing that they might really present with is actually that body pain. So it's really important to understand each culture's background. But I think we need more representation, you know, of women who, from these ethnic backgrounds, talking more about it, talking about their experiences and sharing with their, you know, friends and family in their own culture.
How did you find that you handled your perimenopause symptoms?
For the way I manage it is by meditation, and I found that helps me enormously with my menopause symptoms because it's managing my stress. I always like my patients to go back to the basics in looking after their hormones, and that will always be really taking care of your diet, cleaning it up, trying to get exercise into your regime, not so that it's something like a chore, but something you enjoy and something you can do on a regular basis. And then if you want to try supplements or herbal treatment, you know, you can always try that. But if that doesn't work, then think about HRT.
So going through the perimenopause myself, I found that changing my diet a little bit helped. Drinking, alcohol, sugar, but
yeah,
both of those anyway. There's so much sugar in alcohol anyway. So,
exactly. Yeah.
But they were one of my triggers. So I had to try and get something else to help me through unwind, like an alternative drink rather than alcohol.
What did you pick?
I picked CBD drinks.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yes, they did help me calm and relax at night time. How did you find that you dealt with yours diet-wise?
So in terms of bones and looking after your bones, making sure you've got enough calcium in your diet, and being quite vigilant about that, making sure you've got enough protein in your diet, because as we age, we lose muscle mass. So you need to have lots of protein to keep building that muscle up. Having lots of fibre in your diet, keep the bowels going.
So I have a lot of customers come in asking me, how long does perimenopause last for?
You don't really know because every woman's individual. Everyone's going to have a different experience. But on average, they say perimenopause and menopause, that can last between 4 to 7 years. And I think this is a really important point as well for perimenopause. It's about self-care.
So Angela, thank you so much for sharing your experience. You've given so much advice for me as well, and hopefully for everybody else.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me.